family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Champion, wait for the champion. Champion, champion, champion forever. Looking at the champion, 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 champion.
Good morning, risers. Welcome to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. I am Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and lifestyle change coach. And today we are going to be tackling upper body burn. We're working our full upper body today through a circuit of 7 exercises that we're going to repeat a few times. Today you're going to need a pair of dumbbells, you're going to need your mat, you're going to need a sturdy chair, and I would love for you to grab some water so you can sit throughout the workouts. So go grab your equipment and we will be right back after the break.
There are certain moments in life you'll cherish forever, like finding love, realizing your life is going to change forever, creating your dream home. These are your great moments, and helping you to achieve them is ours. Chris and Charles, powering great moments since 1992. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai, Ireland, conditions apply.
Due to the live broadcast of the Red Nephew Jamaica Premier League quarterfinal second leg on April 29 between Arnett Gardens and Portmore United at 5 p.m, Lead Story with George Davis will be aired at 9 p.m.
Welcome back. We're going to jump right into upper body burn and we're going to start as always with our warm-up. So I want you to start jogging on the spot. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's it. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now we're going to go into some scoops right here. Scoop all the way down. Get your arms in motion. Keep your core tight. Prepare your mind for all that is about to come. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to pull up, pull, and step, step, other side. Pull, step, step, other side. Pull, step, step, other side. Pull, step, step, and jog on the spot. That's it. Breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to hop from side to side right here. Good. We are going to work our upper body today. So proud of you for waking up and joining us today. And let's get the arms going forward and shake them out. Let's take them to the back. Great. And again, forward. We're gonna jog in between, right here, jog it out. That's it, and then we're gonna take it to the back. Ready, to the back. Woo. That's it. Now we're gonna work our torso right here. So we're just going to push it out, over to the right, to the back, to the side. Other direction, back, side, front, side. Again, front, side, back, side. We're getting warm here. That's it. Front, side, back, side. Now I want you to just rotate all the way around, all the way around. That's it. And other direction, all the way around. Woo. And we're gonna jog it out one more time. Let's go. All right, a few more seconds. Then we're gonna jump straight into the workout in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's grab your dumbbells. We're gonna start with a lat raise to forward raise. I want you to point your toes forward. Slight bend of the knees, chest up nice and tall, core tight. Ready, and go. Lat raise to forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise, forward raise. Good job, guys. Lat raise to forward raise. Let's go. We're knocking these reps out. Getting stronger with each one. That's it. All the way up to shoulder height. A few more seconds. Woo! 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna go into jumping jacks with our weights. All right, get them here up on your shoulders, and we're gonna start with the low impact version. 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So everybody start with me right here. All the way up, stepping out. That's it. 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna jump into the full-blown jump if you can. If not, you're gonna stay right here. We're going up with both arms. Ready? If you can, join me. Push up. That's it. Raise up. Legs out. You got this. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna go all the way over. Flat back, flies, squeeze. Then we're gonna go up, upward row, right here. Over. Flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Up, core tight, upward row. That's it. And up, upward row. Down. Let's go. Up, upward row. Looking good, guys. Over, squeeze. That's it. We're almost there. Let's go. All the way over. Squeeze. Last one. And up. All right, weights down. High knees, starting with low impact. So this is here if you need it. Up 30 seconds. All right. Notice the speed and power. If you can, join me for high knees in 3, 2, 1, and go. If not, stay right there. Get those knees all the way up. Good job. Woo. That's it. All the way up. You got this. In 4, 3, 2. All right, grab the sturdy chair, y'all. We're going into our triceps. Okay, this is upper body burn. So turn your palms in, walk your legs out on the soles of your feet and down, up and down. That's it. Upper body burn. Let's go. Woo. Squeeze them out. Let's get some strong triceps. You're doing so well. Up and down. Let's go. A few more seconds here. You got this. 4, 3, 2, and squeeze out the last one. Very good. All right. We're going on the mat. Up, up, down, down planks. All right. All right, so now we're gonna head up on our elbows in a plank position. We're gonna walk up to the palms of our hands and walk back down. Up and down. Up. Keep that core tight and strong. Up and down. Stay parallel to the floor. Try not to do too much rocking. And down. Let's go. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. That's it. All right, you're gonna grab your dumbbells. We're going to go into a sit-up and overhead press. All right, so the sit-up we're going to keep at an angle. So coming all the way down, up, press up, down, up, and press up. Keeping at an angle so you keep the core nice and engaged right here. Press up, get nice and strong. Over, up, press up. Last one. Over, up, and press up. All right, that is the first round Sip some water. We're gonna go right back into it. All right, guys, take a deep breath in. Really pull the arms here. Give them a nice stretch because we're about to do that all over again. Get ready. Up and over. Take a deep breath in. Shake it out. And let's go again. Ready? Grab those dumbbells. We're going into lat raise, forward raises. Slight bend of the knees. Chest up, core tight. Ready? And go. Lat raise and forward raise. We're stopping both at shoulder height. Right here. All the way up. Very good. It's not uncommon for one of your arms to be stronger than the other. All right. So look out for that. Today we are strengthening our upper body. We're almost there. Whew. Very good. Last set, last set. And up. Okay, get the weights onto the shoulder. Ready, 15 seconds, low impact, and go. Raise up, stepping out, raise up, raise up, raise up, raise up. That's it, step out. We're gonna go into our jacks now. Ready, and go. That's it. You can do this. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Straight into lateral raises, bent over into our upright rows. Ready, and go. Over, up. Very good. And over, and up. Again, over, and up. That's it, sunrisers. We got this. Let's go. Over and up. Last one. Over and up. Excellent. Weights down. High knees. 30 seconds. Low impact or high impact. Let's go. Go, go, go. Give me your energy. We're almost through this. Ladies and gentlemen, you got this. Whew. Work for the burn. Work for the good health. Let's do this together. Keep going. Drive those knees up. Energy, 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 energy. 4, 3, 2. Very good. All right, grab your chair. We're going straight into triceps. Ready? 3, 2, 1. On that elevated heart rate. Let's go. Down and up. Squeeze. Woo. Very good. Squeeze. Down and up. Very good. You got this. Down and up. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Stay with me, guys. Power through this. You're getting stronger if it's burning, okay? This is not the time to quit. All right, let's go. For those of you just watching me and lying in your bed, this is the time to join. Ready? I'm inviting you. 3, 2, 1. And let's go. 30 seconds. Up and down. You can all do this one, okay? Up. If not, you can just stay in a plank position. If you can't manage this just yet, up. And watch yourself get stronger each week. Up. And down. Up. And down. Last one. Up. And down. All right. Grab those dumbbells. Going up to the sit up. Overhead press. Ready. In 3, in 2, in 1, and go overhead, sit up at an angle, down. So stop here, right here, about a 45-degree angle, okay? Woo. Hold your core nice and tight. And up. And up and up. All right, We did that. We have one more round to go. Last round, best round. Shake it out. Let's get ready. We're gonna stretch the arm out right here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Up and over. Woo! I know you guys are feeling that because I am. All right. Good job, guys. Stay with me. This is your time that you have created for yourself. Make it worth it. Ooh. Shake it out. All right. Last round, best round. We got this.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
Listen to me, Mr. Trevor Madden. I don't want you to gamble with my life or the lives of our children.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Due to the live broadcast of the Red Nephew Jamaica Premier League quarterfinal second leg on April 29 between Arnett Gardens and Portmore United at 5 p.m, Lead Story with George Davis will be aired at 9 p.m.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Ready, we're starting with our lat raise and forward raise. Let's go, guys. Take a sip of water right now if you need it real quick, not too much. Toes pointing forward, slight bend of knees, chest up, abs tight. Are you ready? Let's go. Lat raise and forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise and forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise and forward raise. Woo. Lat raise and forward raise. Let's go. Lat raise. Last one. Forward raise. All right. 15 seconds. One at a time, isolation, and then we'll join them together. Ready? Go. Right and left. Right and left. Let's go. Right and left. Right. If you can, join me for jacks. Try and push it out. Last set. Ready? Go. You got this. Woo. Push it. Push it. In 4, 3, 2, and last one. Very good job. All right, now bent over flies to upright rows. Are you ready? Let's go. Over, up, upright rows. Get those elbows all the way out to the side. That's it. Nice and strong. We're working on those tone arms. Okay, out. That's it. Up. Let's go. Over and up. Almost there. Over and up. Let's squeeze out last one. Over and up. All right, weights down. High knees straight into it. Go. Push it, guys. Last set, best set. You got this. Just take a deep breath. Imagine your most fittest, healthiest self. And let's go after that person. Let's go. Move with purpose. Let's do this. Drive those knees up. Woo. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Triceps. Let's go, guys. We almost have completed this circuit. We just have a few more exercises. Ready and go. Down and up. Whew. That's it. I know you can feel your heart racing. It's the one sure way that we know we're alive, right? Our hearts are beating and we're breathing, so we give thanks. Down and up. Whew. That's it. 10 more seconds here. Work through it, work through it. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, put that chair to the side. Step onto your mats. Up, up, down, down planks. Ready? In 4, 3, 2, and go. Down and up. Let's go. Down and up. Focus. Down. Keep your spine neutral and up. Let's go. Down and up. Woo. Down and up. 2 more. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. All right, so we're gonna roll onto our backs for our final exercise of the circuit and of this workout before we go into our cool down. And we're going into our sit-up with our overhead presses. Ready? Whew. And go. And up, down, and up. Focus. Down and up. Down and up. Let's go. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. If you still have strength in your arms, give yourself a clap. You did that. I know. That was good. That was a challenge. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to challenge you because there's no change without a little challenge, okay? So let's take a deep breath in right here. Exhale it out. Let's deep breath in again through the nose. And exhale it out. We're gonna stretch the arms across right here. We are so grateful for every single session, every workout that you join us for. Let's go up and over. Just cool down right here. Whew. Let's start to visualize what we want from our day today. Make sure that your choices reflect all of your goals. And never make a decision in the moment just for the moment, okay? Always think about your future and what you're striving for. That's it, give it a stretch. So now we're gonna twist our torso. You're gonna take your right palm, put it by your left knee, take your left palm behind you and twist looking over your left shoulder. That's it. And other side. This is one of my favorite stretches. All the way. Nice. Let's take one last breath in, getting your belly involved. So we're gonna, on the inhale, you're gonna expand your tummy. And then on the exhale, we're gonna let that oxygen out. Okay, ready? Inhale. Feel your belly rise and exhale it out. Thank you so much for joining us for another workout here on Sunrise Fitness. But do not go anywhere. We have a very, very important wellness tip after the break.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM, see it happen.
Due to the live broadcast of the Red Nephew Jamaica Premier League quarterfinal second leg on April 29 between Arnett Gardens and Portmore United at 5 p.m, Lead Story with George Davis will be aired at 9 p.m.
Welcome back to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. We just powered through an awesome workout, and as always, we explore one of the pillars of WellFit. Today's pillar is Eat Well, and one of the surest ways to improving your health pretty much immediately is by adding more fiber to your diet. Consuming enough fiber every single day will help you to manage your weight, support your digestive system, promote a healthier gut, as well as fend off heart disease and type 2 diabetes. So here at Sunrise Fitness, we recommend 25 grams a day for women and 38 grams a day for men. And most Jamaicans are not even getting half of that. All right, so I want you to give your health a full makeover just by adding these 3 simple high fiber foods to your diet. So let's start off with avocados or pears, when they are in season, of course. So they are nutrient-dense, versatile fruits that can be eaten alone or used in a variety of tasty recipes, from soups to salads to smoothies, guacamole. I like to add them to my smoothies for creaminess and, of course, to boost fiber intake. Beans are also a very versatile, fiber-rich food with protein and iron. Black beans for me are a staple for so many dishes, including my black bean burgers. Chickpeas are also awesome. I love to roast them and season them for a crunchy snack or just add them to salads. Then we have chia seeds. They are easy to add to any meal. They're particularly high in fiber and also one of the richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids that are plant-based. Now, chia seeds are maybe a little more expensive, but a little bit goes a long way, so it will last you for longer. All right? So again, that is fiber. Try and add avocados or pears. Try and add lots of beans to your diet, and definitely chia seeds. All right? Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you for another workout right here on Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not too God specialist, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie! You work till you win. It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me, I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man wants to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
TOK took a hiatus recently.
hiatus bus.
I like a hiatus bus in the cut left way.
I don't want to age myself by saying dial, but it's an insurance company.
Right next door to Home Electrics.
So Mr. look one touch of class.
Exactly. No, I'm going to touch a class. You know the thing. Yeah, man. Legendary that one.
What age is the age as
40.
a young man?
From age 40. Dark.
Dark. Give me a next option, no man. So, me not have
the... joke, man. These are the digits.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
In the morning, I say a word of prayer. New day's dawning, such a blessing. Give thanks to the Creator. One day at a time we are live this life, yeah. Tomorrow never promise either. But when I think of all my blessings, it makes me wanna sing. Tap 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 tap
Go Dennis, go Dennis, go Dennis. Hey, hey, go Dennis. All right.
How are ya?
All right, we take it.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. It's not a suit. Well, it doesn't have any sleeves. But I was like, you're going Trey Chic today.
Why? Thank you.
You're going Trey Chic.
It's all about the stylist. It's all about the stylist.
Good morning, Jane Marshall.
Okay, let's give
Jane Marshall. Okay, giving them a twirl.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
You could still go into a government building even though it's sleeveless.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Great morning, Dennis.
How are you?
Great morning, everyone. It's time.
It is a great morning. Rise and shine, sunrisers. It's Monday, April 29. That's right. That means it's only one day left in the month of April. We're here to make sure that you make it count. Your motivational quote for today
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Every morning, you have two choices. You can continue to sleep with your dreams, or you can wake up and chase them.
Ooh,
I like that. That's Carmela Anthony.
I like that. Who's
That's
that?
Mello.
An LA Laker?
Yeah, he's Mello from the Lakers. I mean, he's been around, but he's a Laker.
You know, I always hear people say, listen, I don't really have no whole heap of dreams other than I want a whole heap of money, you know. And I said to people, you know your dream, if you think to yourself, if I had all the money, all the skills, all the network that I had in my life, what would I still pursue? That's your dream. I think so. Money is never the dream, you know. It's always how money will either make you feel when you get the things that you want.
Well, I tend to say, money is what money does, you know. So money is a medium of exchange. I don't want money for the sake of having it. I don't want money for the sake of a figure in my bank account. I want money for what money will allow me to do.
Also,
So I agree with you, yeah.
They also say, you know, when I have money, you know, this will happen or I'll become this. Money doesn't, I don't think money changes you. Money highlights who you already are. It reveals who you already are. But with all that said, come in money. Come in money. May money overflow upon all of us and upon you. Amen? Amen.
But no, seriously though, in terms of chasing dreams, I think that people, you know, have to identify what drives them. There was a question that came in from one of the viewers, and I've been thinking about it over the weekend, you know, in terms of the youth that say, him not feel passionate about nothing.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Wow, like you ask somebody what you're passionate about and them say, nothing. That sounds like they had a passion that was either muted or it was the fire was put out. Like how... Nobody's passionate about nothing naturally.
You know what I think? I think everybody has a passion, but sometimes we don't feel like our passion is practical or our passion will bring in money or our passion will be socially accepted. And so we kind of just dim down that passion.
Like
but it's there. It's there.
Somebody poured water on that smoldering fire.
Like there are some kids, suppose a kid who said, my passion is video games.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, that can never be a passion. Yes, it can. There are a lot of people making some big money playing video games. You know what I mean?
My son, bright kid at the age of 5, he insists he wants to be a construction worker.
Which is right.
And I'm encouraging him and I'm buying him all the construction worker stuff and everything.
What's him call it again?
An instruction worker.
An instruction worker. Good morning to all the instruction workers out there.
Good morning, Jackson.
But do you know that today is International Dance Day? You know my request is coming, so prepare yourself. The art of dance is one of the earliest and longest standing forms of entertainment and community activity known to humankind. International Dance Day on April 29th is an annual celebration of how dancing positively impacts our lives. The human body's ability to move, groove, pop, and lock has captivated the way we interact with music and express ourselves artistically. So, de-stress, let loose, and boost your physical health worth through dance today. Watch out.
I love that
okay,
segment.
Tami.
That
Okay,
segment,
Tami.
like I watched at home in sheer.
Tami, I've moved still in on the door. Watch my friend, you know.
I think I went back on YouTube and if that video has been watched 10,000 times, I probably watched it 9,919. Like I am responsible for most of the views of that video on YouTube.
Yeah, no, but dancing can just make you feel so great. You know, there's so many times we got a piece of it on the video, but there's so many times things are happening here. That, you know, the whole studio is dancing and it's just such a great time.
I do like it.
Such a great time.
But
so you're saying about a move for international dance?
Absolutely not, because thankfully it's also World Wish Day. And I wish I could dance. Founded by the Make-A-Wish program, World Wish Day it's dedicated to making dreams come true. You know, so spread awareness, apply for the program, or start a wish jar of your own. So when was the last time you made a wish? Somebody might ask.
I do it every year for my birthday. Doesn't everybody?
Oh, like on your birthday? Like when you blow out the candles?
When you're blowing out the candles,
make a wish?
No? You don't make a wish on your birthday?
I don't make wishes, and I can't tell them when last. I'm gonna make a wish right now. Got it. All right, I just made a wish.
What did you wish?
I cannot say on morning TV.
Okay. You know what's up. You know what's up.
I cannot say on morning TV, but definitely, I made a wish.
Now I really want to know what that wish is.
Oh, no, it's all right. You don't want to know.
Okay, you know what? I trust you, but the question is, what's your wish? When was the last time you made a wish? I know that for you out there on YouTube, following us on Instagram, let us know, you know.
Is a wish the same thing as a dream, like a dream or a goal? No, it's not.
No.
It's just a wish, like...
Well,
it's like...
Because if you wish for good health, for example, that's also a goal, having great health.
A goal is something structured that you are going to pursue.
But goals come from wishes, don't? Like if I wish for if I had a genie and I wish for, here's the money thing again, I wish for $1 million, a goal would be for me to, how can I achieve the $1 million, no?
I don't think they necessarily have to come from the same place, but they can be related. But I think wishes are far less structured or far less, they don't need to be practical, they don't need to be realistic. You just wish for it. I wish.
Yeah, it's true, because I wish for peace on earth. I wish for, you know, a better world. It's
Sometimes
true. That's
my wife says, I wish you would, and what comes out afterwards is not realistic.
Wow. And on that note. But you know they said that if you don't have wishes and dreams, you don't have hope. That's important. It's true.
That is
Imagine having no wishes. You're dead inside.
No, you're dead inside.
Yeah.
Like you don't wish for anything, you don't hope for anything, you don't dream about. No, sir. Oh, God, no. All right, so good morning to all our early risers. Good morning to Claudia Walsh, Paulette Grant, Vivian Divine Ray, Cora McDonald, Sharon Stewart. Good morning to you guys. You have some people who are always with us on YouTube. Them always dropping a comment. Them always weighing in.
Let me tell you something. So when I'm doing the news, right? I'm on YouTube Live. So a lot of you guys are in the comments and talking and whatever. I'm there, I can see you guys. Hey, YouTube loud sometimes. Big up YouTube, you know. YouTube comments are a whole vibe.
On a Wednesday or a Friday morning when I'm watching via YouTube.
Yeah. So YouTube, big up on yourself, you know. Wish you guys could be here sometimes, but we couldn't hold on.
All right. Who is born on April 29? Andre Russell, born April 29, 1988. He's a Jamaican cricketer who has played international cricket for West Indies and for Jamaica in domestic cricket as an all-rounder. He's done quite well for himself on the global circuit in the IPL and other
happy
other
birthday
games.
to you. You know who
Andre
else is
Russell.
up?
Who else?
iOctane's birthday is today.
iOctane.
Born biomemorial. Okay, wow. We'll give you a moment.
No, I don't know.
You finish?
Yeah, that's it.
You sure? It was going, but he was born
I just realized I know the melody, but I don't know the words.
Born on April 29th, 1984, he's a Jamaican reggae dancehall recording artist who apparently sounds just like Dennis sounds right now, known for integrating positive and socially conscious subject matter into his music, drawing inspiration from personal experiences and Rastafarian teachings.
All right. You know who else's birthday it is?
Tell
Another
me.
performer, Jesse Royal. Born Jesse David Leroy Gray on April 29, 1989. He is a Jamaican Grammy-nominated reggae recording artist who is known for his conscience and uplifting music and a voice that captures the pain and hunger of the Jamaican people.
I love Jesse Royal.
Yeah, man.
I love Jesse Royal.
Yeah,
I love Octane too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a special place in my heart
for Jesse Royal?
Yeah.
All right.
He has a song that I play it almost every morning.
Really?
Rich Forever. If you don't know the song, go on YouTube.
Boy,
Rich Forever.
You're tying back. You're
Rich
all
with a
about money.
loving family. Jesse Royal, good morning and happy birthday.
You're all about the money this morning.
It's a every morning thing though, to tell you the truth. This year, just this year.
Okay, this year?
Yeah, the goal is money and hot girlness.
Wow, I like it. I like it. I don't know what number money is in cash pot, but clearly the rake is coming. I was gonna say something so stereotypical, but I wasn't gonna. I'm gonna say it off
the air.
Off air.
I think you should do it so that we can all come at you. I think we should do it so we can all come
dragged.
at you. Well,
I had mentioned. All right.
Let me hear it quick. Let's hear it quickly.
About the rake, because you mentioned about money several times this morning, and I was saying I don't know what number money is in cash pot or in the gambling, whatever you call it, and I was gonna say I'm going to ask someone.
Okay.
But that someone is in studio.
Okay. All right. But we're not going to call them. You know what?
Yeah?
This morning.
All right.
It's all about positive vibration. So rhythm up selector. Run the Royal Octane Mix. I'm ready.
Whoever wrote that.
Let's do it. Royal Octane Mix. I'm ready.
I them a backbiters, hypocritical to sideless. We call them modern day Judas, the spreaders of rumors. Oh, them a backbiters, hypocritical to sideless. We call them modern day Judas.
My life, not easy like 1, 2, 3. Not easy like don't let me. My life, not easy so don't play me. Yeah, my life, not easy like 1, 2, 3. Not easy like don't let me. My life, not easy so don't play me. Yeah, my life, road full of buckle and grass. Tell about me tackle and touch. You me stand firm like the million-man march.
All we need is hope, that the antidote. Nobody take it in a joke. Poor but we ain't broken.
Poor but we ain't broken. Poor but we ain't broken. Poor but we ain't broken. Poor but we ain't broken.
No more talk with that tech, neither disrespect. Deal with the youths them nicely and face the consequence.
I'm in love with this pretty lady, especially the Shala. She's an angel. I'm in love with this pretty lady.
You deserve more than just a car. Embrace a new standard of luxury with a 2025 GWM Haval at 2024 prices. Elevate your driving experience with our sleek designs and intelligent safety, crafted for you to go with more. 2 free payments, 1 year free insurance, free petrol, 3-year service, 6 years warranty, and you guessed it, more. Offer valid at Stewart's Automotive Group, South Camp Road, Kingston, and Iron Shore, Mo Bay. Hurry, follow GWM Jamaica's conditions apply.
We want a piece for Jamaica. Yeah. Yo, what are you? We have to be.
Oh man, no, brother, no. I'm not sure that.
You see you ever play ref? Dirty game,
yeah, but I look a bad game. No, I said, person who come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, bridging. No shake on, I can play a little bad, bridging.
Really have to shake on?
Yeah, man, and no badness, bridging. Just live good, man.
Come together as one and make the violence done.
Jamaica's favorite drama, your guilty pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
Long run shot, kid.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Choose your life insurance coverage, apply, and pay online. Live the e-life with Sagicor Life.
The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15. So I'm at a party vibing with a 10. At least I hope it's a 10. But me not sure because my contacts fell down the bathroom sink, so I can't see a thing. I don't know what to do. What I do know though is the smell of KFC hot wings. Delicious, irresistible wings I can enjoy with my eyes closed. KFC hot wings, a wing for the win.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai Island Conditions apply.
23 degrees Celsius here in the capital city. It's 25 out west in the tourist hub of Montego Bay. Welcome back to Sunrise. It's a magnificent Monday morning. You like that alliteration? It's a magnificent Monday morning. The time is now. It is now 6:16. It's time for the headlines with our girl, T to the K. Good morning.
Somebody come and get Dennis for me now, please. Good morning again, Dennis. Here we are at the headlines section.
Back again.
I really like that sun. You see the sun rising over Kingston?
I love it.
See that?
I love it.
It's a good day. It's a good day.
A good day.
Anyway, on that note, we're going to start off the headlines with some not so good news.
All right.
Are we ready?
All right,
okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So a fire tragedy in Westmoreland. The mother of an 8-year-old whose charred remains were found beneath the rubble of his Westmoreland home sometime after midnight on Friday has been taken into custody. Jamil Richardson, a grade 3 student at the Peggy Barry All-Age School who resided with his mom in Top Lincoln Grange Hill, was reportedly home alone when the house caught fire. When CVM News visited the scene, we learned that the 29-year-old mother had just been released from hospital a few days prior. The father of young Richardson, who refused to speak on camera, recalls the day his child's mother was initially taken to the hospital for displaying what he describes as unusual behaviors. Member of Parliament for Westmoreland, Western Moreland Wilson extended condolences to the family. And when the fire department arrived on the scene, it was already too late to rescue anyone or salvage anything. Richardson's body was found during the cooling down operation. Not a good way to start.
That was heavy.
Not a good way to start the Monday morning. Such an unfortunate situation.
When people need help, please get them help.
Yeah.
Because people will show you signs that they need help.
Yeah.
And the challenge that I see is that sometimes, in terms of, well, again, it's an unusual behavior, and the mother was at hospital. Without having further details, I mean, the description sounds like a behavior of a mental health nature, and I think that we take it for granted some of the times.
Yeah,
absolutely. You know,
absolutely, and you know, it's always hard to hear when someone, you know, loses a home to fire.
Yeah.
And then it's harder to hear that there was a life loss in the fire.
Yes.
And then it's like a triple whammy when it's a child loss.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate.
I mean, losing anyone,
our condolences.
But I mean, you know, 8-year-old, so much promise, you know. But again, get help.
Yeah.
Get people help when they need it. And we all need support systems because we can't do it alone.
Yeah.
And so if someone, again, it suggests that she just came back
from the hospital.
From the hospital.
Right.
But I mean, we in Jamaica have committed to a community health approach, so we don't institutionalize people. So, I mean, whether or not that's the right or wrong approach in modern society, it is the approach.
Yeah.
And so we need to make sure that the community health approach works.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that it does.
Well, let's go on to the next headline, yeah? So frustration festers for citizens of Harbour View. Frustration now festers at Kingston's eastern entrance as President of the Harbour View Citizens Association, Sandra Hall, elaborated on the difficulties being faced by residents as they seek redress for a number of infrastructural issues impacting the space. The plea was directed towards Leader of the Opposition, Mark Golding, who, having been invited by caretaker Patrick Peterkin, witnessed their plight in person during a recent tour that included the Harbourview sewage treatment facility that was rebuilt in 2015, an issue of even greater concern to residents of Harbour Drive and Southern Cross Drive, as homeowners told Mr. Golding that a gully that was dug by the NWC in 2015 now poses a clear and present danger to their properties, with one long-term resident already forced to relocate. The inhabitants of Harbourview, despite experiencing the drought conditions that have afflicted the majority of the island, now live in fear that the return of heavy rainfall to the area may result in the loss of their homes. I know that whenever there's heavy rainfall, Harbourview definitely experiences some significant flooding, and that has been getting progressively worse over the years. So I guess that's where
Yeah, I mean, there's topographical challenges,
Yeah.
I mean, and all sorts of things. But I would hope that, I mean, well, they've appealed to the opposition leader. I would hope that they would appeal to their member of parliament. I would hope that they would appeal to their councillor more directly in terms of direct democracy. I'd hope that they'd appeal to the agencies of the state that are so empowered to fix the problem and deliver the services that they need. Is it a case of they have been appealing to all of these delegated authorities and not gotten anywhere, and so they are now turning to the opposition leader? I don't know, but I saw highlights of that tour on the opposition leader's social media. It was organized by particular persons in the community to bring him into the space. Yeah,
they said they actually had invited him to discuss the issues. So we'll see what happens there. Last up, on a lighter note, honors for Kimani Marley and Khadine Miss Kitty Hylton Wilkinson. So from South Florida Caribbean News, on Friday, June 7th, 2024, at the luxurious Marriott Fort Lauderdale, North Commissioner Marlon Bolton will lead a ceremony to honor Kimani Marley and media personality and our very own Mrs. Kitty. So the event is called Key to the Region and is an effort to highlight those who are making Jamaicans all over the world proud.
I like that.
Commissioner Bolton says this award presentation is an amalgamation of keys given by several commissioners, hence it's a key to the region versus the key to the city that normally happens. So it's key to the region, right? And he added, this award says to recipients that we love you, we honor you, and because of your accomplishments, you're always welcome in the region. Commissioner Bolton further stated that Kimani Marley, in his own right, has made Jamaica proud in so many ways, not just with his work, but collaborations with other international artists. He also stated that the other recipient, Mrs. Kitty, does not only grab your attention on radio and television, but she's an educated woman as well, having a law degree and overcoming many struggles. Dancehall artist Spice was given the honor last year.
All right, nice. She doesn't only have a law degree, she's actually called to the bar. She is an attorney at law.
Attorney at law. Congratulations,
Good morning,
Mrs. Kitty.
Khadine. Good morning. Good morning. Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah, and Kimani Marley. Yes, you're right. You're right. Congratulations, Mr. Marley. But we have a little bias over this side. Just a little bit. A little bias. Congratulations, Mrs. Kitty. We're so happy. We're so proud of you. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I do still like the whole tradition that municipalities have of giving keys to the city.
Yeah.
The other day, somebody asked me, like, why didn't you get the keys to the city? And I'm like, it come from back in very old times when cities had walls and gates and keys.
So to have the key means
you have a key to this, you're welcome.
You're welcome in.
You know, and you've done something so much that you have one of the keys to the city.
If people don't understand, then just think about if you know somebody and you say, you know what, here's a key to my home. That's basically what it is. You're so special. You're so important to me. Here's a key to my home.
Here's a key to my home. Boy, remember the days when, you know, I mean, those days are long gone for both you and I, but remember the days when you'd give the decision to give someone a key?
So Sunrise community, let's move it right along.
Right.
We've been teasing it since last week that we have something special for you. Make sure you're watching and paying special attention every day this week, because every day you'll see a clue pop up with a special word, and on Friday we'll be calling 2 lucky sunrisers. If you can give us the full phrase from the clues that have been given, then $25,000 cash will be yours. But you must be a part of the Sunrisers community. So go to our social media pages and click the link in our bio now. If you're not on social media, you can send us a WhatsApp message at, ready for it, 876-833-0897. Do it. 25 G's.
Jump in.
I'd take it.
I'd take it any day.
I would take it.
I'd take it any day.
And any winner, you know, feel free to share your winnings with the news anchor.
All right.
And speaking of reminders, remember to tune in to Lead Story this evening at 6:30 p.m. with George Davis.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for the headlines for this morning. When we return, we're going to hit the grocery store, the Sunrise grocery store. I like it. Let's
do it.
Back.
You bring your wallet.
Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM. See it happen.
What's your story? What's your sign? You're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not to go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. You lie. You work till you weak. It was pandemonium. Country people can't relate to me at all, but
what you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man wants to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
What's your story? What's your sign? We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, our motto, out of many, one people, speaks to so many facets of our culture, including our food. So as we seek to learn more about all the cultures that contribute to making this beautiful country what it is, we're hitting the grocery aisle for a fresh approach as we explore with no other than Jia Yaozhang, aka Kirk, some must-have Asian products that you want to stock up on the next time you go to the grocery store. Kirk, great to see you in another capacity, albeit.
Yes, in my day work mode.
Indeed, indeed.
Right?
But so you're a Fresh Approach ambassador. What does that entail?
So Fresh Approach is a Chinese supermarket where we also sell local stuff, but mostly focused on Chinese products and I guess other Asian products as well, because we have stuff ranging from Japanese products, we got an Indian shelf recently, we have Filipino products, we have Korean products, all kinds of stuff. So that's what makes Fresh Approach unique and different from other supermarkets.
I'm curious though, you know, Kirk, for those of us in Jamaica, we're not very familiar with maybe a lot of the offerings that are on the shelves. Are there people to help and recommend things, or do you have any recommendations that you say, listen, if you come into Fresh Approach, you know, you have to buy this, or this?
That's where I come in.
Okay.
Right, so the reason why I was hired was because, you know, the managers wanted to bridge the gap between the English speakers and the Asian products. So I'm there to help the customers out, and whatever they don't understand or, you know, need recommendations of, that's my job.
Awesome.
No, but I've been to Fresh Approach many times. It's right there on Constant Spring Road. You pass Oaklands, and it's right by that turn to go into Grand Spend. You know, that supermarket right there, initially my experience of it, it's just that it literally had very fresh produce. Like if you want certain vegetables, like it's a good place to go. Yes, I do remember seeing lots of Asian people go there, but I just see lots of regular people go. It's just a regular supermarket. But why is it necessary to have like a go-to supermarket for Asian products? Is it that this is where, like, for instance, a lot of the Asian restaurants go to shop for their source products for their meals?
Yes, absolutely right. So, for example, a lot of the local restaurants do shop from us in bulk to get their ingredients to then, you know, produce their dishes and stuff like that. But not only that, we also import a lot of our stuff, you know. So
while in the talk, you see, I'm going to take a little shopping spree if you don't mind.
No problem. So Kirk, I mean, for those of us who like the products and who want to do maybe our own little bit of shopping, you know, because we may want to cook up a little something, you know, you like sweet and sour chicken, so you want to do it like the right way. What are some of the foundational things that you would say, get these things?
Right.
So take us on the shelf. What do we have here?
Yeah, what I need to buy, Kirk?
This is hoisin sauce, which is used in a whole lot of dishes. Right. It gives it a seafood flavor. So it literally translates to seafood sauce.
I want it.
Oh.
What else again?
Okay.
What else you recommend?
If you like Thai flavors, we have, that is a pudding/jelly.
Ooh.
You know the little lychee jellies that you squeeze out?
I want it.
That's a bigger cup version of it.
Oh.
And it has different flavors.
So is it like for kids and stuff like that?
It's for kids and anyone really. I have a sweet tooth, so I enjoy them.
Okay.
What's this?
That's wooden chopsticks. You know, you have your chopsticks for your sushi and all of that.
Need it. need it.
And of course, we have a Japanese section, as I mentioned earlier. We have sushi rice. We have staples such as mirin, rice vinegar, your sushi mat. We have sesame oil. We have your little seaweed to make your sushi. We have everything.
I can get anybody who will come and cook these things for me at my house, or you're working on that?
I'll work on that.
Next phase.
All right, I like the sauces, again, because some of the times when you're cooking and you want to do a stir fry or something, but it just don't taste like Chinese takeout. What are the things that are probably missing in how I would prepare it versus how you would prepare it to make it have that authentic flavor?
Well, this is one of the secret ingredients that people, always put in their stir fries. This is an oyster sauce, the Lee Kum Kee brand.
Yes.
And it's very popular. So if you've ever
always have it, yes. Always.
If you've ever, eaten fried rice or lau mein or anything like that, they always put it in the dish. So,
I see hot sauce. I see she just put hot sriracha. Yeah, I mean, but isn't sriracha Mexican?
We sell it because it's a very popular item.
Oh.
And then I don't know what is this? What's
this is durian egg roll. So if you know this fruit durian, which is the spiky jackfruit cousin.
It looks like jackfruit.
I was about to say it looks like jackfruit.
Yeah, it does. It's a very smelly fruit. It's probably the most smelly fruit.
I want it.
But it tastes like jackfruit, so they say.
Oh, it tastes like that. All right, she's going to cash out. We can continue talking about it. But tell us about some of the other...
All right, so some of the other products that we have on the shelves are like bubble tea, the bubbles for the bubble tea. We have the popular gochujang, which is...
This looks like Korean.
Korean chili paste, right? So it's used in a lot of Korean recipes as well. We have kimchi, which everyone knows from K-pop and K-dramas, all of that stuff. We have slim tea, which help the ladies lose weight, or even the gentlemen lose a bit of weight whenever they need to.
Yeah.
We have
DJ, that's you.
we have a lot of other Chinese teas as well. We have your instant noodles.
We need to for Cup Soup Boss. If he wants to diversify and not buy the same cup soup all the time,
there you go.
He might want to check out some of these. And of course, I mean, if you want to do a ramen, I think this is a good starter. Is this like the whole thing or just the noodles?
So this is a pack of 5. Right, so these are packs of 5s with different flavors, and then we have the Fresh Approach noodles as well. We made our own brand.
But there is another Fresh Approach, not just that one on Constant Spring Road.
Yes.
Where's the other one?
The other one is at New Kingston Shopping Center.
Are you guys on social media or anything like that? Or
yes, so the social media handles are Fresh Approach, Fresh_Approach_ Jamaica.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you very much, Kirk.
No problem.
Of course. You're all cashed out?
She's ready.
And it was very affordable.
All right, on the other side of the break, it's Money Masterclass, the Millionaire Mindset. Stick and say, we'll be right back. Oh, you got some nice stuff.
I got something to it.
All right.
You can get some of the jelly for Jack.
All right.
Hi, I'm Makeda, and this is how I used to drive to work. Then I found my way around all of that hassle. Highway 2000 East-West made my commute quicker with no potholes, less gas station stops, and almost no traffic. Now I know my way around. Don't stress it, East-West it, and make Highway 2000 East-West your easy way.
Mindset Conference 2024, the Gospel Edition, Monday to Wednesday, May 20 to 22, at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel with Pastor John Gray, Pastor Travis Green, Dr. Jackie Green, Todd Galbert, Phil Thomas, Minister Marion Hall, Kevin Downswell, Sharon Gardner, Rhoda Isabella, Pastor Junior Tucker, Bishop Everton Thomas, and many more. Join us for dinner, workshop, panel discussions, praise and worship, undiluted word, and concerts every night. Mindset Conference. For more info, mindsetconference.org. Get your tickets now.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today, and live secure, live easy.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
What's your story? What's your sign? Who dreamers? Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
Well, do you believe you can manifest riches? Well, in this week's Money Masterclass, we're going to delve into the concept of having the money mindset and how retraining the way we act and think can profoundly influence our financial standing. Well, now, our Money Masterclass, he's out this morning. Our Money Masterclass teacher, rather, Carlton, he's out this morning. He's left us with a class assignment courtesy of Clever Girl Finance. And she's going to walk us through her top 10 millionaire mindsets that we can adopt to unlock our true wealth building potential. So, Teeks, you ready?
Oh, you know this is my...
We're going to take notes?
You know this is my specialty. I'm ready. Let's
all
do it.
About the money.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
10 millionaire mindset habits that you definitely need to get on board with right now if you are serious about building long-term wealth for yourself. Mindset number 1, always have a vision. Grab your notebooks, take some time out to really get clear on your vision. And it's not just about getting clear on your vision. You also want to set reminders to check in on your vision and find ways to keep the vision that you have for yourself top of mind so that you can stay focused as you work towards the things that you want to accomplish for yourself. Mindset number 2, be productive. And this is not saying that you should not have downtime, but this is saying that you want to plan out your schedule, you want to plan out your day so that you are being as productive as possible towards taking steps that can help you lead yourself towards the goals you want to accomplish for yourself. Number 3, be results driven. So it's one thing to be productive, but you want to make sure that all that productivity is tied to specific results that are tied to the vision that you want to accomplish for yourself. Mindset number 4, admit when you don't know something or when you need help. There is no shame in not knowing what you don't know. However, there is opportunity in the sense that you can actually gain insights, gain knowledge by being open to admitting you don't know something or you need help. And getting that knowledge, getting those insights can help you achieve the goals you're trying to accomplish for yourself, as opposed to sitting back and assuming that you know it all and you cannot make any improvements on yourself. Mindset number 5, don't just work for money. Yes, working for money is great. However, you want to think beyond just working for money, and instead you want to work to learn. When you work to learn, you expand your skill set, you expand your capabilities, you expand your mindset, you expand your network, and you open yourself up to opportunities to earn even more money. Mindset number 6, find mentors. Have you ever heard the saying that your net worth is your network? Well, it is true. The people that you surround yourself with, the people that inspire you and motivate you, can actually help elevate you to getting closer to your vision, to getting closer to your dreams. Mindset number 7, always be open to opportunities. Be open to learning more, to improving yourself, to investing strategically. There are always opportunities out there in the best economies, in the worst economies. When you think about it and when you review the data and the research, studies show that the biggest success stories, the most success stories come out of difficult times. So be open to opportunities and be open to seeking opportunities for yourself. Mindset number 8, believe in abundance. So many people hold themselves back because they have this belief that there is not enough to go round, and so what is the point of even pursuing a big vision when abundance is limited? But that couldn't be further from the truth. Abundance is not a limited resource. There is more than enough abundance to go around. And so open your mind to believe that there is enough abundance for you and everyone else, and use it as motivation as you work towards your big vision. Mindset number 9, learn how to manage your finances. And when it comes to building wealth, achieving your vision, becoming successful, your finances are foundational. So create a plan to pay off debt, to save, and to invest. And mindset number 10, don't be afraid to fail. Mistakes happen, you may fail, and you may fail woefully at that. But failure is never final if there is a lesson, if there is something that you can assess and you can apply to your next step. It is a stepping stone to your success. So embrace failure and don't be afraid of it. Keep in mind that it can help you achieve your big vision because it is a huge learning opportunity.
All right, 10 millionaire mindsets. I quite like it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to consider, a lot to think, unpack. She started about having vision, and you always say without vision, the people perish, which is why, you know, the national anthem literally says, give us vision, lest we perish.
You know what jumped out at me, though? When she said, you know, be open to opportunities and how difficult times actually present opportunities. And I know there's so many of us that we're experiencing hard times, especially financially. And if we came out of the, oh, I can't do this, or oh, I need that, or oh, how this going to work, and we came and we thought to ourselves, wait, if I'm having this problem, other people are having this problem, that's an opportunity for me to capitalize.
Or the opportunity comes in the difficulty, and or in the lesson from the difficulty. And you know, them always say, you know, tough times produce strong people. Yeah. And then strong people often produce good times, and then good times produce weak people. So, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. But definitely, I like these 10. I'm going to be, I did take notes on all 10.
As did I. I move like you want a pen. As did I. But yeah, that was really good.
That was good. Yeah. That's it for Money Masterclass this morning. Good morning, Carlton, over there in your corner office. Coming up next from the volleyball court to the clinics, it is a diaspora link up that you really want to check out. Stay with us.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time, while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure, live easy.
40 years of trust, years of bright ideas. 40 years of evolving with technology.
In the heart of Jamaica, something extraordinary is happening. The government of Jamaica, with a commitment to preserve the natural environment, has declared a record of 15 protected areas. As we finalize the Protected Areas Policy, we are preserving a piece of our history, our culture, and our future. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, building hope, building Jamaica.
What's your story? What's your sign? Who dreamers? Hear what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
With us here on Sunrise. Well, Dr. Naima Stennet is a native of Linstead, Jamaica. She's a multifaceted individual excelling in various domains. She joins us this morning to share her story of how growing up in a single-parent household taught her the value of education very early on, which became her beacon of hope amidst financial struggles. Her passion for sports, more specifically volleyball, propelled her towards opportunities that eventually led her to the United States on an athletic scholarship.
Graduating from North Carolina Central University, she pursued a career in medicine while simultaneously making strides in the fitness industry as a bikini model. Today, she resides in Tampa, Florida, balancing her roles as a medical professional, athlete, and bikini fitness model. Welcome to Sunrise, Dr. Stennet.
Morning, Doc.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me.
Doc, first and foremost, don't even ask her anything yet.
Okay, go ahead.
First and foremost, could you please just reveal to us the shirt that you're wearing just to show the greatness of your roots? Let me see that shirt. What's it? Woolmers? Okay, I'm just checking. I'm so sorry. That was just a necessity, you know? Agekota geese. Good morning, Woolmerians. Anyways, you were saying something? Was there anything that you...
So you traveled from Linstead to Woolmers every day?
No, I did not. So Wilma's was high school, and that is definitely one of the most pivotal times of my life. I really appreciated my time at Wilma's, and I just want to say big up to all the teachers, the coaches that pour into the students there, and to be honest, all across Jamaica, because they really do change lives.
Absolutely. But Dr. Stennet, you know what struck me was when I was reading about you, all the things that you do. And so before we even get into the backstory, how do you manage the time between medical doctoring and athleting and fitness modeling and all these? You mentor as well. You have a scholarship that you work in. How do you do it?
Sure. So just in I guess in the same boat with your session previously, that kind of millionaire mindset, right? There are certain things people do to be successful. And a wise person once said that you don't determine your future, your habits determine your future. And so time management, money management, learning to set goals, those are things that not only make you a millionaire, but allows you to navigate this ever-changing life that we have.
You know, Doc, one of the things I liked about, in reading up about you is the fact that you display excellence in various dimensions of life. How do you find balance to be really good at all of these things? Because you did bright in the sciences and stuff, but you did bright in a sport. And so, how did you find a way to be so good at enough of them that it took you where you needed to go?
So I will say, actually, sometimes when you have a purpose in life, it is hard to get away from it, right? And ultimately, the hardships that I endured growing up as a child in a single parent home, sports became an opportunity for a mental break and a break from the chaotic environment I was raised in. And more importantly, with a mom like mine who taught us the value of education very early, for her, that was going to be my way of, or rather our way of getting out of poverty. And then sports kind of just got coupled with that because it provided that mental relief. It provided an opportunity to have a more stable environment. And so it was out of necessity, I think, that I actually got into sports.
Well, we talk about sports a lot and we're seeing a lot of great photos on the screen, but also philanthropy is a big part of who you are. So tell us about the scholarship fund that you have for SAT and, why get into it? Why is it important to you?
Absolutely. So Michelle Obama has a very famous quote, right? She says something to the effect of, when you've worked hard and you've succeeded in life, you do not slam the door shut. You reach back and you give other people the same chance that you had to succeed also. And so I would not be here today without great mentors, without friends, and without the support system that guided me along my journey. And so it's so important that now that I've arrived, that I do the same for young boys and girls in Jamaica that can be leaders not only on the field, but off the field. And so this scholarship provides an opportunity for them to take the SAT and take that financial burden off of them, which we know the journey from Jamaica to the United States, even athletic scholarship, is still a huge financial burden.
And how do persons access that particular scholarship?
Sure. So there is a social media, Instagram, Naima SAT Fund. If they would like to just go on the Instagram page and just shoot me a message, I'm going to have the website up and running. And to be honest, I would love to partner, whether with the Shelley and Fraser Foundation, Pocket Rocket, or with any organization that helps with prep to come to the US. I would love to just go ahead and partner with them to make this scholarship more accessible and easy for others, but currently working on getting that website up again.
Dr. Stennet, earlier this morning, we talked about a quote that said, get up and, chase your dreams. Don't fall asleep on them. And you're clearly someone who did that and is doing it, continues to do it. Let's say somebody's watching you, they're very inspired, but they're going through a whole lot of struggle, a whole lot of obstacles. What's maybe a tip that you could give someone watching you right now who aspires to, maybe study overseas or become a medical doctor, even if studying locally, but they're just finding it a really hard time?
Sure. So one of the things that I got out of Wilma's was one of my form teachers, Miss Rodney. I don't know if she remembers this, but in fifth form, every single day we had a quote, and it was Galatians 6, verse 9. Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And I didn't understand at the time, but it was almost like a silent seminar every day in fifth form, right? And so I've learned that silent seminar is your life philosophy. So I think it's important to have a life philosophy because that is like the set to your sails. You can't control the wind, but you can control the sails, right? And so that having a good life philosophy in times of hardship, in times when things don't seem attainable, I think it's good to dig deep on that life philosophy and use it to push you through. So whether it was through medical school, residency, fellowship, or when times are really hard, I would always just say Galatians 6, let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap. And that has kept me. And I learned that quote very specifically in fifth form.
Miss Rodney, a great English teacher. Miss Rodney, good morning, wherever you are. You see what you did, Miss Rodney? You see Dr. Stennet?
Look at that.
You did it, Miss Rodney. You did it.
Awesome. And I gather Dr. Stennet is making a foray into amateur bodybuilding. You need to come and enter JABFA as well, locally. I think you do very well. Our guest has been Dr. Naima Stennet, sports medicine physician, athlete, and bikini fitness model. TK is going to do a switcheroo and come back with the news at 7. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Next 10 TV. Set the scene, sound so good and the picture pristine. More content, new
So forward, let me show you the print.
Station, them a bring HD to your TV.
Yeah, for you, and for me.
For real, higher image quality, interactivity.
Recommendations for your personality. New technology.
We never get the first, so we in the top 3. Oh, yeah, me can see straight TV screen. And the students check in. Never miss a lesson, cause the audio clean.
One listening.
Emergency messaging with geo-targeting. One any parish when the storm is coming.
More content for highlight me.
Future brighty.
I'm glad you agree.
BCJ, them set the scene. Sound so good and the picture pristine. More content, new features in.
So forward, let me show you the print. Next Gen TV. Next Gen TV.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai. Hyundai. Conditions apply. The Time by Hyundai or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock.
Maybe it's time to explore your options. There's no harm in reviewing your mortgage arrangement and considering a better deal. CIBC Caribbean can help you narrow your search and decide. Switch your mortgage to CIBC Caribbean and enjoy a special interest rate and help towards your switching cost. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more information. Conditions apply.
Good morning. Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. The Ministry of Agriculture is boasting a major project set to take root in Clarendon. The initiative is geared towards producing gluten-free flour. Describing it as a win-win project, Minister of Agriculture Floyd Green says it clearly aligns with the priorities of the ministry, including the agendas for food security, agro-business development, climate-smart realities, and the expansion of exports. The project is being undertaken by the ministry along with Sugar Company Holdings, Jamaica, and the University of the West Indies, UWI-SADECO. Here's Celine Campbell with this development.
The Sugar Company of Jamaica, SCJ Holdings Limited, is leasing approximately 725 acres of land to the Jamaica Flour Mills and the International Research Charity Unit at the University of the West Indies, UWI-SADECO. The lands will be leased in Raymond's Clarendon for the purpose of cultivating staple crops, to include breadfruit, roots, and tubers, used by Jamaica Flour Mills to produce gluten-free flour.
I think Jamaica has to take the lead, as we are now doing, being that forward-thinking, adaptable nation, to change to ensure that not only are we producing gluten-free flour, but we are, as has been said by Mr. Nemad, we are using our local items to produce the gluten-free flour that the world is demanding.
An additional 20 acres will be reserved to establish a well-needed processing plant. Agricultural Minister Floyd Green announced that the project will be implemented in phases and promises to be a benefit for all.
Of course, it will provide employment for community members, but it will also look to address some of the deep-rooted socio-economic challenges that are being faced, whether those are related to health, whether those are related to education. It will really help us to move that Clarendon belt forward.
The UWI-SADECO and the SCJ agree it's a unique partnership and a project that is well positioned for success once there's continued investment.
It is an exciting project of which we are glad to be part. This is a non-profit arrangement. Non-profit in the sense that no dividend will be declared to the shareholders. The money must stay in the project. We reinvest in the project, and any surplus we reinvest in the people of South Clarendon.
And in this particular instance, we are set up specifically to service the community and the parish. But also, this project, and I'm going to say just a few words about it, requires ongoing investment if it is going to survive.
A memorandum of understanding was signed by all three organizations, sealing the deal. Celine Campbell for CVM News.
Over to sports now. The quarterfinal second leg fixtures of the Ray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League are slated for later today at Sabina Park. In CVMTV's Match of the Day, Portmore United play Arnett Gardens with the tie level at 1-1. The second quarterfinal match of a doubleheader will be between Tivoli Gardens and Waterhouse, which is also locked at 1-1 on aggregate. Valentina Thompson has more.
Portmore United last won the title in 2019, while for Arnett, their last crown came in 2017. Both teams will be keen to make it into the semi-final to stand a chance of breaking their trophy drought. Last week's game provided intensity and was a closely fought contest. In the regular season, Portmore United defeated Arnett Gardens once, while the other fixture ended in a draw. Come Monday, there will be only one outcome, as one former champion will be heading home.
I mean, we have a decent staff that knows their job, and they will do what they need to do to get the team up and running for the next game. It's a playoff. I mean, it's 1-1, all to play for in the second half, so we definitely have to put aside our pain and focus on the job that needs to be done.
And everybody is working hard. I mean, we're getting some players back from injury, some still out, but nevertheless, everybody is working hard. And it's important that you manage your unit that you have and give some of them playing time during regular season, because when it comes down to this, you never can tell, you know.
Meanwhile, in the second encounter, Waterhouse and Tivoli Gardens will be out to break the deadlock. Tivoli Gardens, who finished third, enter as favourites against Waterhouse, who ended the regular season in sixth. Jerome Waite's men beat Waterhouse twice in the regular season. However, as seen in the first leg, the quarter-final stage is a whole new game. The top two goal scorers this season will face off. Tivoli Gardens' Justin Dunn with 16 goals and Javane Bryan of Waterhouse with 15 will look to lead the respective lines.
Well, what I've seen with the Waterhouse team is my duty now to, go and analyse and target what needs to be done and see how best we can win this game.
Tivoli is a quality team. I mean, they finished third. Testimony of most because they're playing good football. So we know that it's going to be an even game. It's going to be an even game. I mean, the leading goal scorer, both leading goal scorer and two teams. So we know it's going to be a close. It's come down to fine margin.
The winners of this game will play Mount Pleasant, while the winners of the Portmore United Arnett Gardens game will play Cavalier in the semi-final. Valentina Thompson, CVM Sports.
And that's our time for morning news. Join us again at noon for more news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. More Sunrise after this.
Truth is, HIV affects everyone. Truth is, avoiding care leads to a weaker immune system. That means you could get really sick. The truth is, the hardest pill to swallow isn't the medication. It's the problems that follow when you don't take them. Let's get through this together. Remain in care. You can live life to the fullest with HIV. And that's the truth. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
What's your story? What's your sign? Who dreamers? Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Thanks for staying with us here on Sunrise. Well, youth truly are the architects of our future. And so this morning, we'll explore the implications of violence among them and against them. Joining us to dissect the topic further is Communications Coordinator at the Jamaica Advocacy Network, Shanique Bowden. We have Shanique Bowden joining us. Welcome to Sunrise, Shanique.
Yes, good morning. Just a quick correction on my title. I'm actually the Executive Director.
Executive Director, thank you very much. I expected that. Right. So, Shanique, thanks for joining us. It is so important, this issue of violence against youth, violence perpetrated by youth. In terms of the numbers as you see them, what is the prevalence of youth violence in Jamaica?
I can't definitely speak very specifically as to the numbers, especially, in recent times. But anecdotally, of course, we are seeing that violence affects our young people just as much as it's affecting the wider society, even more so. And we see this violence in many different ways in terms of course, physical violence as well as sexual violence against our children and just generally our children facing tremendous abuse across different sectors, whether in their home, amongst themselves, peer-to-peer abuse in their communities, in their churches, so to speak, as well as their schools. So the numbers, what I can definitely say, X percent or X 9 out of 10 instances of violence are perpetrated against children. We do see quite an alarming number of reports, and that is also just like reports that we do see, and we about the reports that don't come out in the wider scale media, but we do see quite a bit happening as it relates to our children and how violence is being meted out against them.
We often say that Jamaica has a violence problem. We are a society bedeviled by violence, and so violence affects all demographics. A part of the challenge, how do you view, for instance, the problem of us bringing children into the adult world of violence such that they are now increasingly perpetrating violence and they are the victims of the violence as well?
I think you sort of said it yourself. It is just generally violence is something that is so normalized within our communities, within our country as a large, that we perhaps don't see how in a very direct way our children are internalizing that. So our children are not only like victims of violence themselves in the sense that they are the ones who the violence is being meted out against, but they're also viewers. They see something happen within their home between mommy and daddy. They see something happen at school between teacher and student, or between student and students in their communities, on the bus going to and from school. So it is something that is so normalized that I don't think we actually make a conscious decision about whether we are taking a stock to see if our children are also seeing and witnessing these things, because it's just the norm. So it stands to reason then that because they're so exposed to it, it becomes something that forms part of their modus operandi, so to speak, something that is normalized for them, something that, if they're having a bad day, they think it's okay to lash out because that's something that's around them from time to time. If somebody does something wrong to them, they think perhaps the proper response is to, push them or do something back to them, because that's things that they see within their own communities, within their own homes. And then we don't even get into the issue of like what they're seeing in the media, what they're seeing on TV, and these pranks on TikTok and that sort of things that may seem funny on TikTok, but underlying some much larger issues, so to speak. So it really is a multifaceted view, in the fact that really it boils down to, I don't think we make conscious decisions about what our children are or aren't seeing and how they're internalizing that.
You know, Shanique, you work very closely with children and, you know, you're very linked and knowledgeable on the issues. I'm curious to know, what do you think are some initiatives that could help with, you know, turning things around for youth, ensuring their success, their well-being moving forward in Jamaica?
So I definitely do think that one of the things that Jamaica generally lacks, I don't think we are short of social programs. By all means, we can possibly have more and they can be more streamlined. But one of the things that I think is very lacking is that there is not enough knowledge about the resources that are available. Are being run by the government or private sector, as the case may be. There's a general knowledge gap. And I think this also even extends to me in the spaces that I occupy, that sometimes I hear about things and I'm like, never knew this existed. And this was around 5-6 years. This is the third initiative that they're doing about this, that sort of thing. But just generally as well, in terms of like increasing knowledge about what already exists, there is also a general need to ensure that we are being as accessible as we can in terms of what already does exist. So even within the context of our own work that we do at JM, one of the things that we're really focusing on this year is getting outside of Kingston, because we do quite a lot of interventions in Kingston, and Kingston is one part of Jamaica, right? So to ensure that we can also bring our own knowledge, our own interests, our own capacities to the other communities, other parishes, so to speak. In terms of other tangible things that I see that are necessary, we definitely need a more concentration on safe spaces for young people. Just last year at the Youth Mental Health Summit that UNICEF had in collaboration with JN and the Ministry of Health, one big thing that really came up was that there was a lack of safe spaces for young people to go and get help, to go and get resources, to go and just talk to somebody because they're having a bad day. And we also just generally need to make sure that these safe spaces in of themselves are scattered across the island, are accessible, are available. We need to also focus more intensely on availability of counseling services beyond what is already there in the schools, like through the guidance counselors, because that in and of itself, I understand is still somewhat not a very ideal situation. That's what we're hearing from young people. So we need to ensure that we are having more access to trained counselors and psychologists that our children can access free of cost, ideally, to be able to talk through some of the issues that they're having.
From where you sit at the Jamaica Youth Advocacy Network, to what extent are you interested in partnering with other NGOs, INGOs, and governmental organizations even to implement some of these programs that you think are best suited for improving the fate of young people as it relates to violence?
I mean, we're definitely interested in doing that. It's something that is very dear to us. Child protection issues are one of our core thematic areas, and we're very interested in ensuring that our children are protected across all levels. Just last year, we did some work with UN Women, for example, through their Spotlight initiative to do capacity building and sensitization sessions around gender-based violence. And we hear gender-based violence all the time about how it affects women, or it also affects men, but we don't also kind of drill down and looking at how gender-based violence starts to affect children from a very young age, both as victims as well as viewers of GBV, as I alluded to earlier, in terms of just general violence. But I think it's really important that we have more sustained opportunities to be able to talk to young people about these issues from a lens that, they're generally more receptive when they're hearing from their peers, so to speak, or not someone who's not a teacher. So we go in and we generally get good reception from them when we're talking to them about sensitive topics, because it's someone who is really trying to bring it down to their level, trying to bring it down to a way that they can understand and can also apply in their daily life. So we definitely have a very strong interest, and we definitely try and participate in the different processes as we see them. So, when our government is talking about reviewing legislation, and it's the thing with the mandatory minimum sentences the other day, we were definitely on top of that, because it's something that we definitely think needs to be handled with a level of care, as well as ensuring that at all times we are advocating for the best interest of the child to be the paramount consideration.
Shanique,
definitely.
So knowledgeable, and I feel like we could talk about this. Yes, and I feel like we could really talk about this more. I hope we can get to talk about this some more with you. That was Shanique Bowden, Executive Director of Jamaica Advocacy Youth Advocacy Network. Coming up next, it's Law and Order JA. We'll be right back.
come, the race has begun. I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not to go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie! You work till you're weak. It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me, I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man want to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Hi, I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM. See it happen. What's your story? What's your sign? Who dreamers? Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai, Iron Conditions apply.
Welcome back to Sunrise. It's now time for Law and Order JA. I have always wanted to do that. Joining us this morning to give us counsel is managing partner at Dunn Cox, attorneys at law, Emil Leiber. So, Mr. Leiber, we have a question for you. Ready?
Yes.
Ready for it. Our question for today is, my name is Tracy Ann. My boss is always very friendly with me, and he recently offered me a promotion with some strings attached.
Wow.
I accepted the promotion, but I then resisted his advances. Is my job now in jeopardy, or can the promotion be taken back?
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that one is interesting. I would say how it operates, it depends on if the young lady wishes to make a complaint about this harassment, or what they call quid pro quo harassment, which, you know, in Jamaican parlance, you give me something, I give you something. So she has received her thing, which is the promotion, but presumably he has not. And so, but just making that offer is an act of harassment. So if she makes
I was about to say, the offer in itself is not a legitimate offer. You cannot legitimately make an offer, a quid pro quo offer, like that.
That's correct. So just the making of the offer itself is a basis upon which she could make a complaint of sexual harassment, and the employer would have a legal obligation to investigate it. Because, as you know, the complaint itself doesn't mean that it's true. It's a complaint until it's gone through a process. But on the face of it, a promotion is a promotion unless it's an acting, what they call an acting position. If you've been promoted, they can take it back because that would be a sanction, a disciplinary sanction without also any type of process. So she should be able to keep her promotion And he has what we'd call an unenforceable contract. So he can't insist upon receiving any benefit. And if he attempted to do that, she could make a complaint of harassment that the employer would have to deal with.
In terms of the course of redress, how do persons in a situation like this actually pursue redress? Because sometimes persons in the corporate world avoid doing so because they just say, nothing's going to come out of it, or I don't see an avenue for me to pursue this successfully.
Right, so the act which was passed, the Sexual Harassment Protection and Prevention Act, actually requires employers, they have up to July of this year, to pass a policy educating employees about sexual harassment and also putting in place mechanisms for sexual harassment complaints to be dealt with. So those complaints are supposed to be dealt with confidentially, and the employer is supposed to take all reasonable steps to prevent harassment. If the employer fails to do so, for the first time in Jamaica now, you have an external mechanism, right, where you can go to the Sexual Harassment Tribunal. So it's the Ministry of Gender Affairs that has remit. So it's usually the Ministry of Labour that you'd go to. Most employees think of the Ministry of Labour, but this is actually under Gender Affairs.
You know, I've heard it before where people say, it's almost like you can't be friendly anymore. I'm just being friendly. What constitutes friendly and what crosses the line into harassment?
So that is not a legislated line. You know, it can vary depending on the situation and the individual and even intonation. So one of my favorite examples, if you remember Joey from Friends, so there's how are you doing and there's how you doing, you know, and it gives a different connotation depending on your body language, you know, and your posture, your tone. So you can be friendly, you know, it can say, oh, that's a nice outfit, in a very neutral way. But again, when you kind of weight it down to say, well, you know, it can give a different tone. So you can be friendly, and there's nothing wrong with being friendly. It's also an objective, you know, type of criteria. What would someone reasonably in that situation? Because some people are very sensitive and that type of thing.
But let's be realistic. I'm going to try to be realistic and sensitive to the various issues at play. So there are many lasting, wonderful relationships that have begun with people who exist in a professional space or various professional spaces, not necessarily the same workspace, but sometimes in the same workspace. And some would say there's no longer an avenue for me to see somebody and pursue them or approach them. And there are others who would say that nobody is pursuing anymore or expressing interest anymore because of a fear of whatever, of being accused of harassment. You would then say that harassment is unwanted advances, which means that you have to establish that the advance is wanted or unwanted, because one person's harassment is another person's courtship. So then how might we, in a practical way, be more clear with what is unwanted and to be very clear in sending that message so that the person knows this is anything from here is now an unwanted advance and now you're harassing me?
Okay. So the first thing is that, yes, in a workplace environment, no, in the current climate, it's going to be very difficult for you to pursue somebody as we would have understood it. But, you know, those stories where him did run me down and ask me questions until I eventually gave in. You know, and that they tell that story at the wedding. 40 years later, exactly. That story is is a dangerous story in the current dispensation. It's not that it can't happen, but you are opening yourself up to the risk of a complaint being made that these are unwanted advances. Now, if it is that it is a consensual situation, everybody is dating happily, you should still actually disclose that, because you should not be in the same department in the operation. So you could be in the same business, but you shouldn't be in a situation where one is a supervisor, supervisee. We have things like power imbalance relationships and things like that. So it has to be dealt with a little more clinically. And nobody likes to have them business out the road, as them say, but unfortunately, if you're in a workplace, that's not really what you're primarily there for. So you do have to follow the policies and procedures of your employer in order for something like that to take place.
Definitely.
I want to touch on really quickly, because we're running out of time, 2 quick situations, and just tell us quickly what you think of them,
Sure.
right? So if I use WhatsApp for work and my coworker comments on my display pic, like privately and clearly not in a professional manner, is that harassment?
Yes, it can be, and I would suggest that you don't do that.
Okay, that's nice and quick. If a coworker uses my face, let's say it's a joke, a prank, uses my face and uses AI to put it on a body wearing a swimsuit, is that harassment?
Yes, don't do that.
You know what? I feel like we know the answer to all the rest of them that I have involved. So that was Emil Live, a managing partner at Dunn Cox, attorneys at law. On the other side of the break, it's time for wealth creation with NCB pre-bond offer. We'll be right back. Saliva, thanks so much. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good.
Employers and householders, access the Hart NSTA Trust Skills Registry today to employ trained and certified skilled professionals. The time by Hart is
7:30.
Do you owe the NWC? Don't worry. The NWC's Pay and Save program can help you. Yes, you can get a 10 to 20% discount off when you pay balances that are 90 days or older. And if you can't pay everything in full, you can enter into a payment arrangement. Take advantage of this great opportunity by visiting any NWC commercial office island-wide. For more information about the NWC's Pay and Save program, visit nwcjamaica.com or call 888-NWC. Conditions apply.
Jamaica Mountain Peak Turmeric Latte.
They said that them really want latte with twist for make you flaunt. Turmeric packed with pumpkin spice, chewy flavor with delight. It really, really nice. May I have to say it twice.
Jamaica Mountain Peak Turmeric Latte with pumpkin spice. Served hot or cold. Sip it slow or savor the vibe. However you desire. Just add water. Available in supermarkets island-wide.
It really, really nice. May I have to say it twice.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai. Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Has begun, I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Opening an investment account on GoIPO is easier than before. Using your NCB online credentials, simply log on to goipo.jncb.com to provide the required information. Our digital biometric identity verification system will confirm your ID instantly, so your account will be opened in minutes. Plus, now you can open your investment account with up to 3 joint account holders. So build your wealth and experience life with NCB Capital Markets.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us on Sunrise. So today we'll be looking into how much investing in NCB gives you access to the growth sectors island-wide and in the region. Now, as Jamaicans, we love a good deal and the wealth market is no different. Joining us this morning to tell us more is the CEO of NCB Capital Markets Limited, Angus Young, and the head of Wealth Management NCB Jamaica Limited, Dr. Carrion Hepburn Malcolm. Welcome to Sunrise.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Good morning.
you.
Good morning.
Now listen to me. As a lady who is into money, right? I don't know if they know me very well. But tell me, suppose I don't know a whole lot about investing. How is it that NCB and this opportunity can help me with wealth creation at this time?
All right, sure, I'll take that question. So I think you are like most Jamaicans, to be honest, TK. I was sharing with Angus earlier that everyone that I've mentioned the APO to, I'm surprised that it comes with a follow-up question like, tell me more. Yeah. So the reality is most people want to be financially better off. Even if you're wealthy, you usually want to be wealthier. And if you're not wealthy, you want to be wealthy, right?
Yes, yes.
If it's even to be able to provide for your family or meet, your needs, everybody wants to be in a financially sound situation. The other thing I'll touch on is that most people think about it, but they don't do anything about it. No, I want to be rich, and what? And last but not least, people think that by saving, you can be rich. That's very hard. Usually, you have to be investing. You can save to accumulate a lump sum, which you can then invest, but just saving won't cut it. So this is why opportunities like these are important for people to capitalize on, because you either have to do it through business ownership or through participating in business ownership via the purchasing of shares.
So Dennis is the bright spark. So I know he's going to ask some very good, deep questions. But for me, the beginner now, tell me, you mentioned APO. And so often we hear of an IPO.
Correct.
What's the difference between an APO and an IPO, for example, Angus?
Sure, no problem. So an IPO is the very first time an entity comes to market to offer shares to the public. An APO is you're offering shares to the market, but it's not your first time. That's the main difference.
So it's additional.
Additional public offering, that's right.
And so NCB launched or is launching an additional public offering.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that and how people can get switched on to it.
All right. So as Angus mentioned, the additional public offer allows every Jamaican to participate in the ownership of NCB. NCB is the people's bank, and so the reality is the people should own the bank, right? Not just save there, get your mortgage, your credit card, your pension, insurance, but own a piece of the bank. So as the bank grows and does well, you get to participate in the ownership and benefit through dividends and through capital appreciation of the stock. You ask, how do you do that? The most convenient way to do that is to log on to the goipo.jncb.com and you can basically register yourself. It asks for, ID, TRN, and proof of address, etc. And you sign up yourself.
But Angus, if I might, because you mentioned, of course, the difference between initial and additional. But timing is everything. My question to you is, why now?
Why now? So I'll take that from two perspectives. The NCB Financial Group, since July 2023, has been on a significant initiative to reallocate capital throughout the group to make the most efficient use of the capital.
I've noticed, yes,
so
true.
There were several initiatives that we have executed and some that are work in progress. In October 2023, we would have cut circa 8 billion Jamaican dollars in recurrent expenditure. We would have recently announced the divestment of a non-core asset being our bank in the Cayman Islands. And in recent times, we also announced the upstreaming of 15 billion Jamaican dollars in excess capital from our operating subsidiaries into NCBFG. The fourth major initiative is this APO. This is all being done in the vein of reallocating capital to the parent with the view of deleveraging NCBFG. What does that mean? It means that we're very, very focused on reducing our debt levels at NCBFG. So this APO is part of the plan, and the timing has worked out in such a way that we think this is the best time possible because of where the share price is. You will never get another opportunity to buy NCBFG through a public offering at 65 Jamaican dollars.
So the person who is looking to make a shrewd purchase, the person who is maybe older and risk averse, or the person who is younger who is open to risk.
Absolutely.
Why is NCBFG good stock to buy?
For a couple reasons. Remember now, it is very, very difficult to do a transaction in Jamaica without either directly or indirectly touching NCB. You may not bank with us, but you may purchase something and use a point-of-sale terminal that is ours. You may be doing business somewhere that is insured by Guardian. Because of that, we are Jamaica, and Jamaica is NCB. So NCB is a part of Jamaica. What the APO is doing, it is actually democratizing the access to owning a part of the rock, which is Jamaica. When you look around Jamaica, there's so much activity taking place. Development, real estate, power plants, residential, commercial real estate. All of these things need finance and insurance. So as Jamaica rises, so would NCB with the tide. And that is just one avenue of growth that you get exposure to through NCB.
Karen, again, take me to the beginner level.
Yeah, no problem.
That was really helpful. But for the beginner in me, Angus mentioned, you can get it for $65 at this time. Why is that, good news? What makes that different from maybe in the past? Or
all right. So for several reasons. So there was a time when NCB stocks were trading for $230 right? And for a number of reasons, the share price came down. Angus mentioned to you a lot of work that has gone in to the company, reducing debt, recurring expenses, and so on, right? Which means that there's going to be growth in the profitability, the assets. Jamaica is growing, so we expect that the stock price is going to go back up, if not to 2 something, to more than that, right? So, in a nutshell, you want to get in now before it reach back there, right? And then the other thing is that if you buy the shares through the APO, you won't have to pay the commission that you would usually pay when you buy it through a broker. So usually you pay between 1% and 2% of the size of the transaction, but with the APO it's just a flat fee of $172. So again, you're saving money. So let's say if you were buying 100,000 worth of shares, if you're paying 2% commission, that would be 2,000, right? But with the APO, you're just paying one flat fee, no matter if you're buying 200,000 or 2 trillion. Last but not least, depending on how many shares you're buying, the price could go way up. So let's say you decided you wanted to buy $2 million worth of shares. When you look in the queue, some people selling at 60, some people selling at 190. So it means your order would be filled at possible prices way above $65. So again, you're guaranteed this flat price and a flat fee. So as you say, and then of course you're expecting upside, because Angus explained to you, if a blind man could see that Jamaica is on a path of recovery and growth, and the bank is the largest deposit-taking institution in Jamaica. It has the largest insurance company in the region. It has 72% in Trinidad. So that's Guardian Life, Guardian Holdings. That's a NCB, a part of the NCB group, right? And the reality is that we touch Jamaicans' ABM, point of sale, in some way, shape, or form. We have over 1 million customers, approximately. So it's hard to get away from NCB once you say you're doing business in Jamaica. So I mean,
might as well own
we are
it.
part of the fabric, so might as well, not true?
That's
own
correct.
piece of the rock.
As we wrap up the conversation, Angus, I want you to talk to the person who is saying, me never get in them something like that, but they sound like if me not have whole heap of money, me can't get in. Like, are you? Is there consideration for like persons who want to make small investments?
Absolutely.
So some of the times you create it in such a way that, because I know when this thing opens, it's gonna be closed.
Absolutely. So the minimum amount of shares that you can subscribe to in the APO is 100. right? And at $65, that's 6,500 Jamaican dollars.
So with under $10,000, you can go and own a piece of NCB.
Not only can, you should.
Yes.
Because this is an opportunity to create wealth. All right. So there is a bit of distance between perception and reality at the moment. Because a year ago, the share price was $65. And we've done all this work to reallocate capital within NCB. But don't take our word for it. Look at our Q1 earnings. That the devil is in the details, right? So that is hard fact. And when you have a distance between perception and reality, it's an opportunity to create value.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You might not name leeching, but you can own a piece of NCB. Go and own it. Go and buy it. Thank you very much, Angus Young, the CEO of NCB Capital Markets Limited. Dr. Karen Hepburn Malcolm, the head of wealth management at NCB Jamaica Limited. Coming up next, it's Mic Check. We'll be right back.
Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Truth is, HIV affects everyone. Truth is, avoiding care leads to a weaker immune system. That means you could get really sick. The truth is, the hardest pill to swallow isn't the medication. It's the problems that follow when you don't take them. Let's get through this together. Remain in care. You can live life to the fullest with HIV. And that's the truth. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
I am the only dog.
But we fix our business fair, you know.
More comfortable.
More comfortable for what, Pastor?
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure. Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Hi, I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM. See it happen. What's your story? What's your sign? Who dreamers? Get what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2. You know, sometimes we come across some videos online and they really hit home. I think this one may resonate with some of you out there, so let's check this out.
You know, like growing up, me and Glenn used to fight a lot. And I remember there was this one time we got in a really bad fight. And it was over text. I don't even remember what we were fighting about. I just remember it was like really bad. And I was like in my car seething, like angry texting. And I just knew she was somewhere crying because Glenn's a crier. And I was like just upset. And then like 5 minutes later, I get a phone call from Chunky. I answer it. I'm like, this is not a good time right now. What do you want? And he was like, hey, Kat, I need to talk to you about something. You know, things happen, but you and Glenn really need to learn to communicate with each other. If you guys always fight like this, it's always going to be like this throughout your lives. Like, you guys deserve better than that. You're sisters. And I was like, I hey, mind your own business. And I was like, the heck, like, stay in your lane. But I remember that particular time because that was the last time me and Glenn fought. And we haven't had, like, a bad fight since then. But I look back at it now and I'm like, how wonderful it is that my older sister, who has fought with everyone and for everyone her entire life, finally has someone who will fight for her.
Aww. You know what struck me about that?
What's that?
It's funny how somebody giving an outside perspective can really completely revolutionize something, whether it's a relationship you have with someone, or it's a business idea, or it's a parenting style. Some fresh eyes on a situation can change the game.
You know, like how you can be nose blind to something?
Yep.
So you can just be blind to something. Like, so it's there and like somebody walks in, oh no, say that. And they're like, didn't see it. No, because it's been there, and so we never saw it that it was off, and it was just a fresh pair of eyes that was needed to say that lean or that can't stay there or that needs to move. And sometimes you do need to bring in a fresh pair of eyes to look at your situation, to look at your relationship sometimes. Absolutely. And that's why, sometimes an impartial third party, or maybe a not so impartial third party, but a third party nonetheless. The thing that I was looking at in that brief clip is the whole intensity of the fight sometimes. And I mean, whether it's among siblings, and I often say, like, you need to be able to have disagreements, because there are going to be disagreements.
Family fights can rough, Dennis.
But what I would say, if you're going to fight, fine, you're going to have your disagreements, but have it in love, like have it in a spirit of love and respect, because far too often what happens is you say things that you can't unsay. Yeah. You can't say sorry, and you can mean it, and you can forgive, but you can't unsay it. And the impact of what you said, the cut that was landed, the bruise that was landed as a result of what you said, you can go through the process of healing, but it will always have been spoken.
I am sure that there are some Jamaicans right now not speaking to an auntie, uncle, cousin, brother, or sister based on that very thing, something that was said. But you know what else jumped out at me from that is, when you are observing a family situation, I know for me personally, I tend to say, no, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. It's a family thing. Let me leave it alone. And I found it so interesting that this, now husband, the groom, took it upon himself to say, I know these are sisters who fight like this all the time, but I see that this needs to stop. I'm going to step in.
You know why that is also important? I'm going into this family. This is now going to be my family, and this is not what I want.
I never thought of it like that.
I never thought of it like that. I mean, hopefully, I don't know the people, but if I'm thinking like him, my kids, our kids you're gonna be them auntie, and I want my kids to have you as an active auntie in their lives. And so as a result of that, I kind of would like for you to maintain the relationship with your sister so that they have that, so that when you have kids, and my kids will have cousins. Yeah. Because you know how when the sisters fight.
Yeah, it really affects
when
the children.
And the sisters not
or brothers, Dennis, or brothers.
That's true. That's so true.
It's not just
stand corrected.
Us.
That was a big correction. That was thank you. So when the siblings are fighting and then the cousins can't get to play.
It's weird.
And it's awkward between, and then the kids sometimes hear the things that the adults are saying, and then they take it upon themselves and they enter into the adult world. And unlike when we were young, where the adults kept us out of their squabbles, very much the squabbles are played out in front of the kids. So I think that a very wise move was made when they make the call, but I mean,
a risky one.
A risky one.
A risky one. Yeah, but that was good. That was a great video. I'm glad
I liked
whoever chose it will love it. We'll love
thank you. I thank you. Well, again, Sunrise Community. We've been teasing it since last week that we have something special for you. And so make sure that you're watching and paying special attention every day this week, because every day you will get a clue pop up with a special word. And on Friday, we'll be calling 2 lucky sunrisers. So if you can give us the full phrase from the clues that have been given, we're giving you crumbs, you know, like Hansel and Gretel, then $25,000 cash will be yours. But you must be a part of the Sunrisers community. So go to our social media pages and click the link in our bio now. Because if you're not on social media, you can also send us a WhatsApp at 876-833-0897.
And reminding everyone that we're on Instagram at, we're on YouTube at Sunrise CVM, as well as Instagram at Sunrise CVM.
All right. So hop on to social media and get into the community. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the network.
Yeah, we want you guys.
And
come
benefit,
on in.
And benefit. We definitely
want you guys.
there.
Come on into the community.
All right. On the other side of the break, we're going to hit the home stretch. Stay with us. It's still Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not to go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. You lie. You work till you week. It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man want to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Dennis.
It's been a good show. It's been a good show.
As always, such a pleasure hosting with you, my brother.
Always. Kicking off the week on a Monday like this with you. The Jamaica Premier League is live at 5 p.m. this evening. Portmore United versus Arnett Gardens live at 5 p.m. Remember to tune in to Lead Story at 6:30 p.m.
Yep, 6:30 p.m.
with George
it's at 9 p.m. tonight, though. Tonight specifically, it's at 9 p.m. Usually 6:30.
It's usually. Okay, right after the news at 7. All right. So The Cut comes up tonight at 8 p.m. featuring Basie and Dr. Al Dawes.
And of course, you know, I just love these shows. All the new shows that are out now, Dennis, you know, be sure to check it out. We have, you know, Corner Office, we have Holy Road, we have all these great programming and more to come here on CVM. And of course, that's all the time that we have for today, those Sunrisers. Like when you see, make sure to come back. Make sure to come back tomorrow and make sure to stay for the round table. I know it was fun, but we gotta go. And if you missed out on anything, or if you just want to rewatch your favorite segments, we've got you covered at CVMTV.com as well as CVMTV on our Instagram pages as well. That's where you get all the fun in between stuff. We're at CVMTV.
All right, big up to our official catering sponsor, Mothers, with the best breakfast in town. The Roundtable Squad takes over when Sunrise returns.
begun. I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Has begun, I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
Long run shot, kid.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Trust Hawkeye's Total Connect. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
Welcome to the Monday edition of the Roundtable. I am Nathan. I am joined by my always smart, always bright, just so many good things, and the greatest communicator you'll ever meet, Raymond. It's a big up, Raymond. Come on.
It's so,
you take it.
So big that I'm like, what?
And our guest this morning is the Director of Tourism Linkages Network, Carolyn McDonald-Riley. Welcome. This is at TPD, correct?
This is at the Tourism Enhancement Fund.
TEF.
Yeah, and there's a song that was recently released celebrating Carolyn. Boss for every boss. Don for every don.
I like that. Well, we're glad to have the boss of all bosses here. Welcome, Carolyn. Welcome.
Thank you, Nathan. It's my pleasure to be here.
Good. And it's the first wonderful day of the week. What's the plans for the week, guys?
I don't know why people think Monday is the first wonderful day. Mondays are the scariest days of the week.
Why?
In my dream, like when I grow up, that my week will begin on Tuesday and my weekend will begin on Thursday.
Well, unfortunately, you're grown and your week still begins on a Monday.
Yeah. So I'll deal with it. What about you, Carolyn?
I have grown to work with the Mondays. Start with the Saturday for the weekend, very short. Yeah. But guess what? I make the most of the weekend so that I can be ready for Mondays.
Okay, good. See that? That's a positive attitude you should have, Raymond.
Absolutely. I'll adopt it.
Boss of all bosses show you. Well, it's time to check out what's buzzing online in our social buzz. Check this out.
All right, so every year we have these beach cleanups and people are amazed at just how much stuff we collect. This project is being done in Antigua.
Okay.
And the approach that they've used is very interesting. Women and girls in particular, who would normally have been from marginal or vulnerable communities, are empowered to go through, and that signage you saw with the tires. So after they remove the waste, what can be incorporated as part of beautification, they do that there on the location. But the rest of it is sorted, weighed, and steps are taken to repurpose them as the waste as raw material to start again. And then at different parts on the island, you have like not just a mural, but probably sort of sculptures from the repurposed, recycled material, and it becomes a trail. So visitors to the island go and they do the QR code scan, and you hear when it was collected, how many of the items made what you're looking at, and it's now something that visitors do beyond the beach.
And I gather that 60 women and girls were trained as what, coastal stewards to be a part of this?
Coastal stewards, they got information about the indigenous species. They helped to replant mangroves and things like I won't go into the scientific name, but trees that will grow naturally in the coastal zone. And that is also, people are now beginning to recognize that that's part of the beauty of a coastal zone.
So is there a shameless plug that's happening here, Raymond? I hear that there's a possibility that our good old friend here sitting beside me has the ambition to start something like this here in Jamaica?
Well, we've identified the persons. Training has not begun as yet, but they have all of the material. We know who they are. We know the section of the beach we'll be working on. It's correctly called Half Moon Bay, but persons will recognize it more if I say Helsha Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this.
And you know, Raymond, while you talk about Antigua, actually here, like on the weekend, we had a coastal cleaning up with our key clubbers. I mean, put in my shameless plug for Kiwani. Our key clubbers, our secretaries, our Kiwanians. Yes, I was on Saturday. Right. And we would be happy to partner with you on initiatives like this.
Look at what Sunrise Roundtable is doing.
Boom.
Love
Thank you,
that.
Caroline.
You see how that? And then it's just such a nice flow to just jump into a bag of things. You know, I love how that works.
See it.
So you guys know I'm always the one trying to spit some positivity on air because I'm not going to waste the time that I have to not give you something to go into your week with. So with my bag of things, it's quite simple. Now, I don't know how many of y'all remember cassettes. It's going to age a lot of people right now. But see, the cassette was a beautiful thing. It made you have this wonderful capacity to rewind every time you wanted to go listen to something. But you know, the truth is, life has no rewind. Right? Life is a constant and a consistent thing that happens all the time. It keeps going and going and going. You don't get a chance or an opportunity to fix the problems that have passed. You just get a chance to live in the moment and move forward. Now, the best thing I can always say to you is to just enjoy life for what it is. Don't be too brought up, caught up, locked down, worried about trying to be perfect. What you should be worried about is trying to ensure that no matter what, you're being you, you're living your life, and you're doing things that make you happy. Once you're doing that, I promise you, you're going to find yourself on the right side of it all.
Oh,
Nathan, my memory of that cassette is taping some of my secular songs on my mother's church.
And you have to hide it down.
Oh, Nathan.
But you go put it in and go play it.
No,
and you wish life had a rewind at that point.
With our church sisters there, yes.
I like that one. I like that. But I'm glad all of us here have some recollection of cassettes because I know there's several people in this studio who have never seen a cassette.
1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah, man.
5,
But we're not going to call them.
7.
We're not going to call them.
That one is guilty. Never seen a cassette in real life, have you, Malika?
But I do think I see something hot coming in. Ah, look at, they say this is how it's done. It's hot, so you have to run in with it.
Food in there today? Nope.
I mean, it's food for thought, food for the brain. Ecotourism. What's beyond the beach? Ecotourism. Well, you know, we have to go to the boss of all bosses, as Raymond says. Boss for every boss. What is ecotourism?
Well, ecotourism is really how we twin tourism with a friendly environment.
Okay.
So we talk about tourism, we talk about how many million people come here, and we talk about all of these beautiful things. But you know, anybody going on a space over and over, there are some disadvantages, and there will be some damages. But how do we coexist? While we have all these visitors here, how do we find friendly practices to make sure that the environment is not damaged?
Okay.
And really, that's what ecotourism is about. So we look at, there are a lot of people who come here, by the way, not just to
go to the beach.
Yes. There are people who come here and want to go off the beaten trail. You see that beautiful picture there? They want to go up in the hills. They want to go bird watching. They want to go kayaking. They want to go snorkeling. They want to do different things. And really, that is also what we support at tourism.
Okay.
And I might tell you that there is an organization that gives Green Globe certification for properties, not just hotels. We're talking about attractions, we're talking about restaurants, we're talking about housing developments that follow certain environmentally friendly practices. And there's a certification, and people travel for that. people want to go where it's more serene sometimes and lots of activities. So when we're talking about eco-friendly, we're talking about tourism in a managed way where people can feel that they're not damaging the environment.
But then, Rima, let me ask you, because you have the luxury of being a former policymaker, right? You are also a part of policymaking in some way, shape, or form, and you're just an average citizen nonetheless. Do you think that you see a lot of eco-tourist type practices happening in Jamaica, or do you think that's something that we need to be more in tune with?
It's a little bit of both. It's funny enough, when tourism began in Jamaica, the first hotels, the now Immaculate High School, the now Titchfield High School, the Monique High School, or the Monique College.
Look at that.
These were never initially, apart from Titchfield, the others were inland. They were also more boutique. So we went into the mass tourism market, which was part of the global evolution. But what I like about what's happening now is that you have consumers who, even if they check into one of the standard resorts, they will do their research beforehand. They will know what the heritage or a particular period of history that they're researching is and the location that it relates to. So it may surprise people to know that you have tourists that will leave the North Coast, go into a place in St. Elizabeth called New Carmel to look at the graves of the first Moravian missionaries that came to Jamaica. Interred with them are their slaves as well. And then which is where Caroline comes in, training in the community is of such that when the visitors come, you can then, the marketing term is upsell, but you could then explain to them what else is of importance in that area. And another thing I'd like to touch on with the certification, you do have people now who will get on a plane or get on a vessel to go to a location just because they're seeing those standards being met. So you have a greater consciousness in the mind of the average tourist today than you had in the 1990s.
But then let me give a food for thought then. Ecotourism to me sounds like a partnership. It sounds like if you don't have the tourists, the government overall, and then those who are enacting within the country, all together on that one page, you're not going to have it. So for me, I'll take it that government, because you're here speaking about it in such a strong way, is pushing in that direction. But do we find that the interests who own some of these spaces are also thinking of it in that way? And are we seeing locals buying into ecotourism in that kind of way as well?
They are, because it becomes natural. Just like how it becomes natural for you to start using certain products that you think is more earthy and more environmentally friendly because you think it has less damage on your skin. That's a trend. And if it is that our visitors are asking for it, as a business person, you're going to be going where they also want to go. So there's that. But internationally, this is what people are asking for, especially since COVID. People looking for more healthy alternatives. They're thinking of things that, okay, while I enjoy myself, is this the best way? Is this the most healthy space? So people are researching, people are reading, people are traveling to those spaces, not to mention the other indigenous groups. So we have Christian groups traveling and they want to go on these pyramids, and we have students across who want to research and they want to do all of these wonderful things while doing a vacation. So yes, it is the way to go. And we have properties, when we talk about Portland and St. Mary,
there's more than that.
I mean, there is so much there that you want to see, that you want to experience.
But I don't know why she left off Craighead.
We'll come back from the break. We can talk about Craighead, though I'm curious to find out what exactly is there. After the break, guys.
Get ready! The best ever international meet to be staged in Jamaica. The inaugural Jamaica Athletics Invitational, a World Continental Tour Silver with a star-studded cast of international and local stars. Saturday, May 11, 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at the National Stadium. Featuring the Olympic champion Hansel Parchment, former world champion Fred Curley, British record holder Zarnell Hughes, rising triple jump sensation Jaden Hibbert, Kyron McMaster, and Kristen Coleman, two-time world champion Danielle Williams, former world champion Dina Asher Smith, world record holder Toby Musa, World Championship medalist Shanika Ricketts, Marie-José Talou, St. Lucian Hot Shot, Julian Alfred, Nia Ali, Rochelle Clayton, Kemba Nelson, plus a surprise entertainment package never seen before in Jamaica.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Take me somewhere wonderful. So tired of being misunderstood. I keep on doing all the good. Cause life always works out as it should.
Welcome back to the round table this morning. The topic is ecotourism, what's beyond the beach. And though Raymond jumped in to talk about Craighead, guys, what he said in the break, I won't bore you with it. It's all the stuff you know already. But we were talking about how people can seize the opportunities. And for me, one of the things I wanted to know, Carolyn and Raymond, is I know of many things that are happening in the country. Don't know if they're always marketed in the best way possible, but I think they're all a part of this ecotourism that we're talking about. What are some of the things that people can look forward to as to how they can participate, one, but they could also take advantages of?
So when we're talking about ecotourism, we're looking away from off the excitement,
off the beach, off
what
the
you would
hotel,
think is tourism, right? But to things like Coffee Festival, don't know if you've ever heard about it.
Love it.
And there's Rum Festival, and these are things that we're taking inland. And the coffee festival is a whole experience by itself. It's not just going to the coffee festival. There are coffee trails. There are lots of other things that we do with coffee. So we encourage persons who are into coffee to make different things. Coffee rubs, coffee scrubs, coffee perfumes. We have coffee skincare. So there's a whole program of educating the community that is involved in nutraceuticals. We have these workshops, these skincare. And at Coffee Festival, we showcase them. But we also teach people how to make a good cup of coffee. That's very important.
I'd assume that has to be the basic.
It's not an easy thing. I mean, and we have coffee competitions. So we have all of that. So you're going up to Blue Mountain, and some people didn't even know that existed. Wow. And the different trails and different attractions leading up.
And this is a part of that linkages network that you work on.
And do you know, going up to Blue Mountain, there are strawberry fields. There are lots of other excitements happening up there. So there's that. And we could take any other festival. Looking at Mango Festival coming, there are lots of other excitement coming.
There's a curry
we have had curry festivals that we have support. That we support. Yes, there's one at Manning's. Yes.
I'm hearing that one first.
Okay, we'll take Raymond.
See, Raymond, no, and when I say they curry everything.
Yes.
Fruits, meats, everything.
And it's coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah. So, and I mean, so for me, that's one of the things that I'm thinking about, that I guess what we don't probably realize is that is ecotourism. That is a deliberate action to make sure it's more than just the hotel and the beach. I just think for many Jamaicans, they don't appreciate that kind of effort to be calling it ecotourism. Yeah. And I'm saying it that way because the project that we spoke about for your social buzz, I think there's a lot of community engagement and community awareness that is necessary. How do we get to the point of having the community engaged so they're a part of these things?
Well, I want to use the opportunity to give a shout out to the service organizations, because as Carlin mentioned, the one on Saturday was Kiwanis. You have Rotary, you have the Sir Optimists, you have the Optimist Clubs. You also have other associations and fraternities who will take on an initiative. I know, for example, that the Rotary Club of Spanish Town will be adopting the Rio Cobre, which is a massive concept just to think about. The Rio Cobre. Wow. But what it does is gives an access point for for information to be shared with new people hearing the information for the first time. And if you appreciate how important the Rio Cobre is along its entire along the entire route of the Rio Cobre, several industries, bauxite, fisheries, you name it, as well as ecotourism, because you can go and do tubing at the right time of the year, under the right supervision, with qualified people. Don't just go blow up a tube and jump in there and then say you heard it here, you know. But we have a wider network of partners trying to do restorative work with the environment, and that also generates interest. And remember, if somebody flies from Texas to come to a beach cleanup, that qualifies as ecotourism. Okay. If somebody flies for a conference at the Pegasus and then drives up to the cafes, I won't call any in particular, along the Blue Mountain Trail, that's also originally...
So it's a reggae marathon.
For reggae marathon, right. Yeah. So it might have been for business, but then you do the add-ons.
So I mean the 5Ks that we're having, the city runs, all of these.
We have Cycle Jamaica. There are lots of activity we have.
I mean, I guess I'm so struck by how this information is coming out, and I think one of the things that we've not really done well then is that we've really just not allowed people to recognize that these are a part of our tourist product. Even though it may feel that it's being marketed to the local, it really is about a part of the tourism blend.
But tourism is inclusive. Tourism is not locals versus foreigners. You know, I need to get us. This is what the inclusivity is about.
But
it's
Carla, I go as far as
we're debunking it. We're working on it.
Okay.
But it is really how we coexist, because every time you see a tourist, Nathan, that must mean something to you. It must mean an injection of foreign exchange in our system. It must mean while they extract something, they put something back. So the two coexist.
So I should be thinking about building a hotel for them to come to. I should see them and say, you know what, they'd love some sandals that are made from bamboo, and I see some bamboo along the way.
That's correct. And that's when you talk about the linkages.
Okay then.
And we're seeing some images on screen. Bird watching is a major
of the turtles.
thing. And as it turns out, just Saturday, I was in the mountains after a business meeting, and we had the most, the kindest Dr. Bird in history. Literally, homeboy just decided, I'll hover. Oh, you didn't get the picture yet? All right. Take a picture now. Wow. And people were amazed. It drew a small crowd. Wow. And I'm saying that then the parrots decided that we would not be outdone. So bird watching is actually therapy.
You know, I will say this, because, you know, sometimes you have these type of topics where people talk about, and we're kind of unsexy when you hear the word ecotourism. But I think what I've gathered from this whole conversation is that there's just so much that is untapped. Yes. Because in my mind, Jamaica has a lot of biodiversity, has a lot of history, culture, heritage. That there's a lot that we've not unlocked.
I'm not about to tell you about the plants, how many medicinal plants that's only here.
You know what?
There's so much.
I feel like we have to unpack. Though we're coming to the final thoughts, we're gonna have to. Okay, well, here I have a little bit more time, so I want to unpack a little bit. What are some of those unknown elements of our Jamaican history, culture, and biodiversity that you think could be tapped by individuals who may be watching and saying, you know, I'd love to start a business that is geared towards that?
It's getting the community involved. Okay. So, for example, here we have a group of, you remember when we had the Hardanger Heritage Trust, it's a group of ladies that would get together and crochet.
Yeah. Okay.
And persons would want to just come and look at the work. So they're community groups that we want to get more involved in tourism. Okay. And they do exist. But it's for them to feel that they can be a part of the tourism product. You might have a banana field. I mean, Walker's Wood is a very good attraction of what Jamaica has to offer, and you probably look at it and say, that is just pepper, that is but just think, tourism walking,
I literally thought it was just a product.
No,
I didn't even think of it as
an attraction.
Well, for one, it's a community for which the product is named. Yes. So I know a whole heap of people that live in Walkers. We know you are more than a product.
What? No, and I'm talking from
I'm going to say good morning to one that lives nearby. A former tourism minister. Morning, Alun. We know it's more than a product.
And I think, but you see, for me, but that's where you have to be real. A lot of what happens in our country goes unrecognized, unnoticed, and unmentioned in the way that it should, because people are just unaware, ignorant to what is really happening.
I think we're working on it, but I think sometimes the other news just kind of push us to the corner.
Well,
just think of this. You're walking through a strawberry field, and you're picking and eating the strawberries as they go along while you do the tour.
And that can be happening in Jamaica.
And it happens.
Wow. You know what?
But I want you to help me to carry that side of the news. That's what I want
we're going to carry that side of the news after the break, but I know this conversation has a lot of people wondering, how can I be a part of it? So when we come back, we'll wrap it up the real way to give them some deeper dive into it. All right? After the break, guys, stay tuned.
What's your story? What's your sign? Dreamers.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Has begun, I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
Long run shot, kid.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Welcome to the ZZ Lottery Draw for 8:25 a.m. Monday, April 29th, 2024. The one-drop winning number is 28. The hat-trick winning numbers are 1, 9, 5. The four-play winning numbers are 3, 1, 0, 4. The fireball is white. Thank you for playing with Izizi.
Thanks for staying with us, and you know what we always say, time flies when good things are happening and when you're learning about so many unique things about your country. But you know what time it is? It's time for final thoughts. Caroline, I have to give you the floor here because there's just so much that we unpacked. I feel like you can link it all back together and give us, a good wrap. We've talked about what's beyond the beach, ecotourism. What do you have to say?
I like to say tourism provides these opportunities through different networks. So the unit to which I'm attached is called the Tourism Linkages Network because it is really that linkage between the tourism sector, the ordinary person out there, and the tourism industry. Mm-hmm. We have 5 networks, gastronomy network, anything food. So while we support a number of food activities, if it is that you have that beautiful idea, you contact us. Then we have the health and wellness, which is about products, not just necessarily spa products, but think of healthy, whether it is something where you use the mud to make the scrub, whatever it is, that's a health and wellness, it falls under that. We have the knowledge. A number of people come here to write books, to do different things. Yes, James there's a knowledge network. We're looking now at looking at the history of tourism, how it evolves. That's another thing. We have something called the Sports and Entertainment Network. And yes, that's hot and that's sexy. Trendy. And I don't have to tell you anything more about that, save and except that there are lots happening there. We're about to come out with our masterclass video as to the best to do with sports and entertainment while tuning it with tourism. And what have I left out, Raymond? I think I've done gastronomy, I've done health and wellness, I've done knowledge, I've done sports and entertainment.
You said there's a 5th one.
Shopping.
Oh,
shopping.
How could you forget the most?
We're not so much known for shopping in Jamaica, but it's something we're looking at to build out. We need, every time somebody comes here, they take a piece of us to leave.
Something they can buy.
I'm challenging somebody out there to come up with that. I want somebody to come and tell me what product we can come up with that every time they travel.
Paging Gianna. Gianna, I'm going to text you.
We do have some roundtablers who we think could tap into that. And there are many Jamaicans watching at home who I know, I'm absolutely sure they're hearing this and going, I have that idea. So please reach out.
So you find us at the TF.
Gianna and Callie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We're going to do that linkage for you.
That's what I said.
For me, quickly, it's the emphasis is on eco. If you take things from an ecosystem approach, understand the ecology of where the activity is taking place, that will advance the economy. That's where the three ecos collide. The ecosystem, the ecology, and the economy. You can't take care of the economy if you don't take care of the ecology and the ecosystem. Businesses won't flourish if you don't create that ecosystem to support, which is what the tourism ministry has done. And of course, all of that bodes well for national development.
I like it. I like how we've wrapped it. And for me, I keep it simple. It's always about opportunities. We like to talk to you about, being good and being on purpose. You've just heard a lot of information for those who are thinking about starting a business. You have the tourism linkage network that you can tap into. Be a part of that to earn for yourself. But guys, that's a wrap for the roundtable today. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy and have fun. Big up the people like Laminde, Odette Wilson, Janice Monroe, and all our other YouTube sunrisers who just continue to show us with love, blessings, and a wonderful conversation. Guys, please have fun. And as we always say, go forward into the world. Be good. Be on purpose. Always. Love. Bye-bye.
Lucky things that we so strong. She said them so gone on them program. We have a different slogan, and so we tried it on the right road. So I run myself.